I'm looking for a few people who want to invest in a business plan. I need a couple attorneys in the areas of contracts, legacies, and international, and trust. I needed somebody to help, somebody to make the write a business plan. And I need somebody that can present the business plan. And then I need a computer software or somebody that can make a platform on a massive scale. Something like a Google type thing, not Google, but for archive, a world archive that would hold everybody's personal information for themselves. They give themselves a global identity through this international business that will be set up as a corporation, a special kind of corporation, so that it's an actual natural person. And it'll be set up through 3 different trusts, taking care of one in the title area, the other in the finance, and then the third trust will be in the governing and the managing the governance of it. Platform, hopefully AI will be able to basically run everything if need be on its own, and it will have the business, because every person who uses the platform to archive will become shareholders. They won't be able to ever close it or do anything, but they'll have equal rights and ownership to that business or to the business platform as a whole. This will be able to give people security and privacy when it comes to their information, because I also want to make a hub that people can go through the platform and be able to shop using the business's identity. That way everybody in the business, when they shop through the platform, will be able to be anonymous. That way we can kind of get control of the data thing. Because I think if we think about it, data is like what controls people. And what kind of free will do you have if businesses can hunt you down because you have weaknesses or addictions? So if you can keep that information private, they can have the information from their inventory sold, but they don't need nobody's personal information. And if everybody uses the platform's name, now I'm sure we're going to have to... Hopefully this is going to be like global, so that because everybody's owners in it, everybody's shareholders, it's open source, that between everybody's minds we can keep fraud out, hackers, people that want to hurt the system. But overall, what the platform is going to do is it's going to be basically the lower, middle class and lower class people joining together to form basically trust, manage like basically everything to help a person out throughout their life. And for business ideas or inventions, everything through the platform, because it'll be everybody's, the platform will patent anybody's idea, but it becomes the platform's for everybody as a whole to choose what they want to do with it. So maybe kind of a disadvantage for some people, but if you look at it as a whole, if everybody's doing that, how many people are going to, benefit? Especially if they wouldn't have been able to get the patent to begin with, because we'll cover all that in the platform. And as everything will be ran off an archive that will be self-created, the platform needs to be there, but then everybody will go on and make their profiles. They'll say who they are, their affiliations, where they work, all factual, real-time information that can then be used in any country. Hopefully we can make treaties or agreements that people will be able to use this identity. It will be their identity. Well, no, wait, never mind. I didn't word with that because it's the business identity. Never mind. So business identity, I don't know if that's going to cross any laws. If you can have an entire business using that identity to shop through. So long as there's not fraud, I mean, all you're doing is hiding the data, which should be personal anyways. But all this whole business is going to be, in those 3 trusts, it's going to be donated to the future benefit of people, man. So nobody owns it. All the people own it. Well, they own 2/3 of it because the second and third trust will be put into the first trust. And the second 2 trusts are what all the people are going to have control over it. Everything but the title. The title is going to be the main trust that holds everything. That way we can create our own government inside our corporation. Hopefully this will grow. Hopefully, other than this archive, we can use it to connect people, businesses, jobs on a like joint community, global, like personal level, instead of having a government. We manage it ourselves. Like everything in the platform will be ran by self-elected people. So whatever area they want to go into, like I said, the AI is basically going to run everything and keep all the affairs up and be able to grow. But the people got to come in, and then the AI will give them the best options, or if they got better options, they can put it in there. But each department is going to have as many people as want to be self-elected and want to participate in that part of the business. And then everybody votes, and the majority, is how the decisions get ran for that department. Everybody who is part of it gets a vote in where the profits from the whole go at the end of every year when it gets put back into the business, because nobody's taking anything out from themselves. They're getting the benefit of using the platform. The platform is going to hopefully one day eliminate the commercial world. Profit is not good. If we have profit, the world can only end in one person owning everything. And it's not good. Now that we have technology, we don't need the motive and the deceit to want to con our neighbor or make a profit off of something. If we can all, because this starts off as the middle class, lower class community, to help get them things that they wouldn't normally have had the ability, funds, or the know-how, or anything to be able to do without the platform. Lost my train of thought. So I need somebody. So I need a couple people to help this. But the platform will buy the archive itself. Would be a priceless information line. Like, from the sense of the business running, everything started out. It's getting the trust. It's getting the direction, the plans, the constitution, you'd say, in place. The basic fundamentals that leave everything open to be grown on. Everything's voted on by whoever, in the direction that we want, which is for the benefit of the whole, which is an open community. Everything's open source in it. Everything will be shared. The information, everybody that uses the platform, all their information gets shared or gets collected and gets put into a whole, into the whole that will be all, because of the information in the archive, will be all factual data that everybody will have access to, other than people's personal, private information. But if everybody were to have the profile all the businesses, I mean, it will build its own network that is not controlled by anybody but us, but the people who are involved. There's because it's all put in trust in the beginning, there's no way for corruption to happen, except for a lot of dumb people to not think about what they want or to participate in it. There'll be different trusts that can be set up for investments for the kids that are finishing up high school and are going into colleges, and basically it'll be a network of the lower class community pitching in to make sure that everybody will have the basics. I talk about getting rid of profit. Profit, to an extent, can be a drive. But when it comes to profit over the basic necessities of life for anybody else on the earth, I think if that were regulated, if everybody had a house, if everybody had food, like if this platform is going big enough, we get enough people, we can open stores in towns where you just go to the store and take what you need. Hopefully by this time, I mean, people aren't going to, hopefully we can find a way to get people to understand that when there's no profit, there's not wasting. If you don't need more than what you need for yourself, we can reduce so much waste. So much waste. 3D printing, all our stores, everything can be customized to us. And as the platform as everybody's works together, we can get stuff at bulk and basically release it to anybody in the platform at cost for these basic necessities. I mean, education. We get some people on there who want to create some AIs and that can teach kids or an apps or something that people can sign up for to get a basic knowledge, a basic education anywhere in the world. Basically, it'll be open for everything, but it can all be funded through investments of the upper class because they need the lower class as they come up. They need the new actors. They need these people when they come up. Well, if we have control, if we organize ourselves as the middle lower class and we negotiate with the upper class because it takes some of us for them, we could make the whole economy run a whole. We could change a lot. All the information on the platform would be controlled by the people, the data. Nobody's data would be shared with anybody that they didn't want to. The only way anybody could get access to the data, because it's platform data to agents of the business, it would take a warrant with very specific things to be able to see that specific piece of information. And this will work better because that way the person at the bottom gets the benefit of the person at the top, because everybody